Lesson 26. My attack thoughts are attacking my invulnerability. It is surely obvious that you can be attacked. I apologize. It is surely obvious that if you can be attacked, you are not invulnerable. You see attack as a real threat. That is because you believe you can really attack. And what would have effects through you must also have effects on you. It is this law that will ultimately save you, but you are now misusing it. You must therefore learn how it can be used for your own best interests rather than against them. Because your attack thoughts will be projected, you will fear attack. And if you fear attack, you must believe that you are not invulnerable. Attack thoughts therefore make you vulnerable in your own mind, which is where the attack thoughts are. Attack thoughts and invulnerability cannot be accepted together. They contradict each other. The idea for today introduces the thought that you always attack yourself first. If attack thoughts must entail the belief that you are vulnerable, their effect is to weaken you in your own eyes. Thus, they have attacked your perception of yourself. And because you believe in them, you can no longer believe in yourself. A false image of yourself has come to take the place of what you are. Practice with today's idea will help you to understand that invulnerability or vulnerability is the result of your own thoughts. Nothing except your thoughts can attack you. Nothing except your thoughts can make you think you are vulnerable. And nothing except your thoughts can prove to you that this is not so. 6 practice periods are required in applying today's idea. A full 2 minutes should be attempted for each of them. Although the time can be reduced to a minute if this discomfort is too great, do not reduce it further. The practice period should begin with repeating the idea for today, then closing your eyes and reviewing the unresolved situations whose outcomes are causing you concern. The concern may take the form of depression, worry, anger, a sense of imposition, fear, foreboding, or preoccupation. Any problem as yet unsettled, which tends to reoccur in your thoughts during the day, is a suitable subject. You will not be able to use very many for any one practice period because a longer time than usual should be spent on each one. Today's idea should be applied as follows. First, name the situation. I am concerned about blank. Then go over every possible outcome which has occurred to you in that connection and which has caused you concern, referring to each one quite specifically saying, I am afraid that blank will happen. If you are doing the exercises properly, you should have some 5 or 6 distressing possibilities available for each situation you use, and there may be many more. It is much more helpful to cover a few situations thoroughly than to touch on a larger number. As the number of anticipated outcomes for each situation increases, you will probably find some more of them, especially those which occur to you towards the end, less acceptable to you. Try, however, to treat them all alike to whatever extent you can. After you have named each outcome of which you are afraid, tell yourself, that thought is an attack upon myself. Conclude each practice period by repeating today's idea once more. Lesson 26. My attack thoughts are attacking my invulnerability. Here comes Mary Magdalene. Greetings, beloveds. You will ultimately come to see that each thought that you think is projected upon a mirror of your mind, which then manifests it into this sense of reality within this dream, within this illusion. And what occurs is that each thought of vengeance that you have is held first and foremost against yourself. The mind then projects that there is another in which these thoughts are directed. Each time you have indulged yourself in these thoughts, allowed yourself to believe you have actually been using your thoughts against yourself. When you have judged another, you are judging yourself. When you have seen them as less than worthy, when you have seen them as wrong, when you have seen them as faulted or guilty, when you have been ashamed of their actions, understand, beloveds, that all of this is you judging yourself. It is you saying that you are less than perfect. It is you saying that you are less than whole. It is you saying that there is a slight that has occurred. And nothing could be farther from the truth, beloveds. You have allowed yourselves to be separated from the mind of God. You have allowed yourself to indulge in an illusion, believing that there are injustices. And as you use your mind in this way, you are attacking yourself. If you allowed yourself to know that every voice that speaks to you is indeed the voice of God, if you allowed yourself to know that you yourself are a living embodiment of God, you would begin to be able to see that all of these thoughts and all of these feelings and all of these notions that you have are indeed you projecting yourself onto the landscape of your existence. The resolution for this is to begin to realize that it exists in the first place. And as you do, beloveds, you will come to have more heart for yourself as well as for others. See, in each circumstance that disturbs you, you have many reasons and many justifications why it continues to exist, why you are able to perpetuate this. Understand that it is much like bullets that you continue to shoot, to blow a hole in this existence. But if you truly understood, beloveds, that you were the one, the creator of all of this, you could awaken from this dream and you could shake your head and say, what was I thinking? And this moment is dawning. This moment is coming for you, for all of you. And what you can do in the interim, beloveds, is take the time to practice these lessons. Be diligent. Begin to unhinge your mind from the automatic sling of arrows that are shot out against another, which are ultimately against yourself. You are not vulnerable, beloveds, except where you have believed in these ideas of invulnerability. When you come to realize that you yourself are invulnerable, when you come to realize that there is nothing within you that can be harmed, there is nothing within you that can be judged, for all is love, you will stop projecting that onto another. You will come to realize that there is nothing about you that can be hurt. There is no judgment that can be made, that can be kept. This is indeed the world of illusion and the world of the mind that has been filled with madness, that has circumstance after circumstance after circumstance, saying that the world is a certain way. Beloved, it is not. Thus, when you allow yourselves to come to realize the futility of the thoughts that you think, you will come to see that they are like bullets, they are like arrows, they are like slingshots that do not penetrate, that have no reality, that fall away. For you are indeed beings of light, beings of love, and beings of joy, happiness, kindness. And that is what you look for, that is what you shall find. When you look for where another is wrong, when you look for the actions that another has done, you are simply judging yourself. You are saying, this does not belong. This should not be. I want it to be different than it is. There is no neutrality that is applied to this, beloved ones. There is only a sense that there is wrong in the world. And when you come to see that there is only your notions of what is right and wrong. When you come to see that each circumstance, each thought, each object is itself neutral, you will begin to release yourself from the stronghold that the mind has. It is much like being gripped. And as that grip loosens, and as you become more and more aware of your thoughts, as you begin to identify and you begin to inspect the thoughts that you have, you will come to see that each thought manifests. Each thought is like a paintbrush on a canvas. We have spoken this before. Become diligent in your thinking, beloveds. For every word that you speak, every thought that you think, it does indeed manifest. And if you truly understood this, all you would do is think with the mind of love. For that is the truth of you. That is the truth of all beings. Love, 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 love. We are with you in your thinking, beloveds. Turn to us. Turn to the voice of God. Come to stillness and ask for the Holy Spirit to help you to hear the voice of God beyond the madness, beyond the cycles of incarnation in which you have indulged yourselves in an attempt to be like the Creator. And allow yourself to surrender to the truth of you, which is love. And then all illusion shall fade away, and you shall just be left with you, the invulnerable, brilliant, and beloved beingness of God. Our blessings are upon you always, beloved ones, and we will speak with you again. I wish you a beautiful day, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye, everybody.